Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood. Shame on a nigga. This is a classic right here. I actually got in trouble for listening to this album. I bought it and my mom found out. I was young, man, like, I don't know, 12 or something. And I got in trouble for this Wu-Tang album. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is April 3rd, 2018. I want to give a shout out to Dub ATL. He said, "What up, CB? This beat reminds me of the Wu-Tang Shame on a Nigga track. Can you run that on the next show?" I don't know what video he was replying to. Maybe it was my live stream, but no doubt, man, this is a classic. I love this one. This takes me back for sure. So what's going on, people? It is, like I said, April 3rd, 2018, Tuesday, and we're gonna get right into it. We got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna clear the air about a few things, and we'll talk about some devastating news that came out of the CTR camp. So let's do that. But first, let's take a look at market cap. We are sitting at 278 billion. Bitcoin's dominance is at 45.2%. And green day today. Green day. Like Green Day. I used to like Green Day, actually. So looking good though, actually. Bitcoin is actually bouncing nicely off the lows, as you can see here. Algo is still long, and we kind of cleared these two areas right here. 7,200. That's good. Now we got to get through this area right here, which is where it's at right now. It's kind of a resistance point, but I am still long. And actually, it's funny because last night a member of the Webbot chat rooms asked me, what my algo was showing, and this was at like 10:30 last night before the move up, and I said I won't show my other indicators, but I am showing that a move to the upside is coming very soon. It should be a strong move too. We shall see. And shortly after that, literally an hour later, we had the move up, because it was like right here when I said that. And an hour later, it moved up. Like I said, this is the public view of chart of the algorithm, just to keep you guys in the loop on what things are doing, the algo is doing. But my indicators a few of the indicators I'm using together showed me that the move up was coming. So I guess the rest of the market felt that way too. So let's take a look at the manual TA. And we are right at that line. So let's see if we can really get above that. I would like to see us get to 8,000 and get back above this trending line here. That would be great. So hopefully we can do that. But again, my algo is still long. It doubled down on the long position, actually. Still in the red though. We still have a running loss with the position, but all in all, it's looking. Hopefully, we'll continue this move up. We can take out this high here of 9,200, baby. Let's do it. Rally the troops, people. Rally the troops. So today, man, we're gonna talk about the aftermath of my video I did voicing my honest opinions about Pillar, their time frames, their timelines, and why I shifted my projections, or them really seeing, or the token really doing a lot out further. And some people had an issue with that. Now, it's ironic that you would have an issue with someone voicing their honest opinion, right? On top of that, I'm voicing my opinion before I sell. I didn't even sell yet. I waited till after the video went out. 2 or 3 hours later, nothing happened. No one sold anything, whatever, right? I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and sell the 75% of my position in Pillar, because to me, conditions change, some things change. And when things change, when the reason you hold something changes, you should possibly change as well. Change your position on it. So I got some flack about that from some people. I even had someone tell me they unsubscribed from my channel because they didn't like what I said about Pillar. Honestly, if you're that type of person, you should have never subscribed to me in the first place. You know what I mean? You need to go back to mainstream media, listen to what they have to say, their spin news, their agenda pushing news. That's where you need to go then, because this channel is not that. I'm going to give you my honest opinion, and it's why I don't. And if you guys, most of you who are very loyal viewers and subs of mine, know I normally don't even talk about tokens and coins in particular. I usually stick to the news and cryptos, because people are so emotionally tied to these tokens and coins that if your opinion doesn't align with them, I'll be spending all day defending my opinion. So that's why normally I do not publicly voice my opinion about if I like this coin, if I don't like this coin, what coins I'm holding. Like, I don't do those types of videos for that very reason. Now, if I'm talking about a subject in which I hold the coins, then yeah, I'll disclose, like, yeah, I have this coin, I like the project, firm believer in it, so on and so forth. But for the most part, I do not talk about individual coins or projects unless, like I said, the topic is applicable and or I'm actually doing a sponsored video. So, I don't need those who don't want to hear honest, unbiased opinions about cryptocurrency news and events. Then this is not the place for you, for sure. It's sad that people say they want real news, but really what they want is news that benefits them. So if there's any news that doesn't benefit them, or the news that comes out or opinions that come out do not benefit them, or even worse, adversely affects them, meaning Pillar, you give an example like with Pillar, then they don't want it, they don't like it, right? So really, it's a selfish point of view or take on things, to be honest with you. And so, like I said, people say they want real news, real opinions, so on and so forth, but they really don't. Many people really don't. They want news that's going to benefit them, which is essentially what the mainstream media outlets are. That's what they are. They're going to put out news that benefits them. Them meaning the 6 major conglomerates that run the media outlets. So, do you blame them? You're just like them. Man, oh man. So that's my 2 satoshis on that. Like, I'm not changing my format. You either like it or you can love it. There's only 2 options. So I do want to go over this article, man. This was a major shock to me. I was a very firm believer in the project. After Uncle Cliff ripped Sam and Sentra a new one, they really did start to turn things around. He hired new staff. They stepped down. Well, Sam stepped down and started really making headways. I mean, he was in South Korea a few times, all over, trying to make deals, get things done. And it's sad to see this news out about the former co-founders of Sentra. And the title says SEC is charging 2 cash and card-loving crypto founders with fraud after their $32 million initial coin offering. So I'm just going to read the highlights here. Federal authorities on Sunday arrested and charged Sam Sharma and Robert Farkas, 2 of the founders of Sentra, with fraud related to the startup's initial coin offering. Sentra, which claimed to be building a debit card for cryptocurrencies, raised $32 million in its September ICO. Sharma and Farkas are facing both civil charges from the Securities and Exchange Commission and federal crimes charges. So, like I said, I'm not going to go into the whole article. I will link it so you guys can check it out. I'm thoroughly confused because what happened was last night in the WebOp rooms, I forgot who. I like to give credit where credit is due. They dropped the link to the SEC's website with a statement that they were charging them with securities fraud and all of that. And from the statement on the SEC site, it was a little weird because they spun it like they never came out with a product. Now, I don't know if they came out with a product after Sam stepped down, but Farkas was still there. And I remember I ran into them not them, but Farkas down in Miami, Robert down in Miami, and at the booth at the Bitcoin International Bitcoin Conference in Miami. And man, they had a solid team. They were doing, and I have a card, it hasn't been working for the last 3 weeks or a month, you want to say, but I had a working card, had used it, working wallet, mobile app wallet. I don't know what happened, but from my understanding, they did have a product, so I'm kind of confused about what's going on with these allegations. Of course, I had some CTR, and so it's been slammed. And so I think let's take a look at CTR really quickly. So the news came out. Let me see if I can zoom in here. News came out last night. It kind of broke, and that's when it went downhill from there. It's trading currently at about 10 cents. This is the lowest it's ever been. Sentra I remember being all the way up at $4 at one point. So Very, very sad news, and I'm not sure. What I want to know and what I've been kind of trying to figure out is that because the SEC statement is very ambiguous, it doesn't really say, in my opinion, maybe I'm not reading it correctly, but it doesn't say that they're going after or closing down Sentra, the company. Seems like they're going after Sam and Robert. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna definitely continue to stay on top of this. They were supposed to release their new wallet this week, 3.0. Like I said, the company has been working. You know, I had a couple issues with the card in the past as they were, getting the kinks out, and support helped me, got the issues fixed. I don't know. I'm just very confused. Let me know, any of you card holders of Sentra, drop me a line in the section below, and let me know your thoughts about what's going on, because this is crazy. I told you guys, and I have to reiterate this, holding any ICO any company token that did an ICO in the United States, that includes, all of them. I don't even vary. I don't know, and I just purchased some vary. I don't know. You're carrying a lot of tail risk over the position, because at any point SEC can come in and say, you did XYZ incorrectly, you didn't follow the law to the T, so on and so forth. So you really hold you carry a tail risk having US based ICO tokens at the moment. I'm just going to be honest with you. So you may want to reconsider what's going on. Salt, I don't know. I know Salt has a pretty decent legal team they hired. Not a decent, but I hear a very strong legal team to help them be compliant. But I don't know, man. I'm speechless as far as where this is going for ICOs in the United States. I think, unfortunately, I'm gonna tell you where I think it's going. I think it's going the way of, you're gonna have to be an accredited investor to participate in ICO. You're gonna lock out all the small people and say, oh, we want to protect you, so we're not gonna let you do that. But you can buy after everyone else buys. That's my 2 Satoshis for today, people. Hope you like and subscribe. Click that bell if you did subscribe. And I will holler at y'all later. Peace.